The Ministry of Agriculture says it will continue to encourage smallholders irrigation amongst farmers in order to increase year-round yields and income. Director, Federal Department of Agriculture, Engr Abdullahi Abubakar said this at the Moneymaker Starter Pump launch program organized by Kickstart in Abuja. Engr Abubakar said irrigation is important because it enhances food security and enables adaptation to climate change. FCT correspondent Naomi Oleribe has details.
Water is very essential to farming. Irrigation helps to grow crops, maintain landscapes, and revegetate disturbed soils in dry areas during times of below-average rainfall. At the launch of the Moneymaker Starter Pump, Engr Abdullahi Abubakar, Director, Federal Department of Agriculture, reiterated federal government's commitment in supporting small-scale farmers by providing irrigation equipment for cultivation.
Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development, under the Federal Department of Agriculture, we are trying to encourage smallholder irrigation, and that is exactly what we do, whereby we even try to procure pumps of 3 horsepower, 3-inch, 7 horsepower, and even the treadle pump, which you don't need to use any fuel. It is only an effort that you will put in, which is also like an exercise for you, and it will pump your water, because the groundwater in some areas is very shallow, so you can easily tap from that one. It is only when the groundwater is deep that you can need a very high horsepower water pump. So the government is trying as much as possible, because it is also in our program for the year to procure this kind of pumps and support smallholder farmers.
Meanwhile, Malam Gani Jagaba, Director, Climate Change Management Services, representative of the Minister of State for Agriculture and Rural Development, Mustafa Baba Shehuri, said the ministry will continue to collaborate with Kickstart at all levels to tackle irrigation challenges facing the country.
He said he remains very, very grateful for this initiative, and he hopes that with the machine they have today, the Kickstart, that in no distant time, there will be a solar version of it, since we have abundant sunshine all the year round.
Festus Ademola, West Africa Sub-Regional Manager, Kickstart International, said the Moneymaker Starter Pump is a high-level irrigation technology that is designed to enable smallholder farmers to do all year-round farming regardless of climate change.
This particular irrigation pump doesn't require fuel. The overhead cost is almost zero. All what you need to do is just a couple. And we've done it in such a way that a very old woman who doesn't even go to school can even make use of this pump. It's quite very simple, it's quite very efficient. It gives a lot of volume of water. The starter pump will give at least 30 liters of water in 1 minute. It can irrigate up to 1 acre of land. And then in terms of volume, in terms of push water distance, it can go up to 150 meters. And then in radius, we're looking at 300 meters in radius.
Kickstart International is a non-profit social enterprise with a mission to enable millions of smallholder farmers in Africa earn more money and climb out of poverty. From the nation's capital, Naomi Oleribe, ABN News.